The BMW M8 is a very interesting car. It sits at the top of BMW's lineup, which is a big deal. This isn't just a regular fast car, it's what BMW calls a grand tourer. That means it's designed to be incredibly powerful, but also comfortable enough to drive for very long distances. Think of it as a luxury spaceship for the road. It comes in a few different styles, like a two-door coupe, a convertible for sunny days, and even a four-door Grand Coupe if you need to bring more friends along for the ride. The M8 represents the absolute best of what BMW can do when it comes to performance and luxury, all wrapped up in one very stylish package. It's a car that tries to do everything, and frankly it does it all remarkably well. Now let's talk about what makes the M8 so special. When you see one on the street, it has a serious presence. It's low, it's wide, and it looks incredibly aggressive, almost like it's moving even when it's parked. This is a key part of the M-car philosophy. The letter M stands for motorsport, and it's BMW's special division for making their cars go faster. They take a regular BMW, which is already a nice car, and they turn everything up to the maximum. The engine gets more power, the suspension gets tighter for better handling, and the brakes get bigger to stop all that speed. The M8 is the ultimate expression of this idea, a true flagship model that showcases decades of German engineering excellence. The purpose of the M8 is to compete with some of the most exclusive and high-performance cars in the world. It goes up against other famous grand tourers from brands like Porsche, Aston Martin, and Bentley. This is a tough crowd, so BMW had to bring its absolute best game. They didn't just make it fast, they filled it with technology and luxurious materials to make the driver feel special. It's a car for someone who wants the thrill of a supercar, but doesn't want to give up the comfort and practicality you'd expect from a high-end luxury vehicle. It's a statement piece, a car that tells the world you appreciate both raw power and refined elegance in your daily drive. So, what we have here is a fascinating vehicle. It's a blend of two different worlds that don't always mix perfectly. On one hand, it's a track-ready weapon with staggering performance figures that can scare much more expensive exotic cars. On the other hand, it's a plush, comfortable cruiser with heated and cooled seats and a premium sound system. This dual personality is what I find most compelling about the M8. It's a car that can be a calm and composed daily driver one moment, and with the press of a few red buttons, it can transform into a roaring monster. It's this incredible range that makes the M8 one of the most capable and intriguing cars on sale today. Under the long hood of the BMW M8 is where the real magic happens. This car is powered by a massive engine. It's a 4.4-liter V8, which means it has 8 cylinders arranged in a V shape. But that's not all. BMW added 2 turbochargers to it. A turbocharger is basically a small fan that forces more air into the engine, and more air means you can burn more fuel, which creates a much bigger explosion and therefore a lot more power. This specific engine is known for being incredibly strong and responsive, delivering its power in a smooth, relentless wave that pushes you back into your seat with surprising force. It's a true masterpiece of modern engine design. So, how much power are we talking about? The numbers are pretty staggering. In the standard M8, this V8 engine produces an incredible 617 horsepower. This is a huge amount of power for a road car, more than many dedicated race cars had not too long ago. This allows the M8 to accelerate from a complete stop to 60 miles per hour in about 3 seconds. That is astonishingly fast. It feels less like acceleration and more like you've been launched from a catapult. The engine also produces a massive amount of torque, which is the pulling power you feel at lower speeds, making the car feel effortlessly quick in any situation. The sound this engine makes is another key part of the experience. When you start it up, it settles into a deep, menacing burble, hinting at the power that's waiting. As you press the accelerator, the sound builds into a loud, aggressive roar that is pure automotive theater. BMW gives you a button on the center console that can open up flaps in the exhaust system to make it even louder, which is a feature I always appreciate. It's a sound that turns heads everywhere you go. It's not just noise, it's a carefully engineered soundtrack that perfectly matches the car's powerful and aggressive character, adding a layer of emotion to the driving experience. This engine isn't just about raw, untamed power though, it's also surprisingly sophisticated. BMW has engineered it to be very flexible. In comfort mode, it can be relatively quiet and tame, allowing you to cruise through town without causing too much of a scene. But switch it into Sport or Sport Plus mode, and the engine's entire personality changes. it becomes sharper, more responsive, and much more eager to rev it. This adaptability is what makes the M8 so usable. It can be a relaxed grand tourer or a fire-breathing supercar, and the engine is the key component that allows it to play both of these roles so convincingly. Now, having a powerful engine is great, but that power is useless if you can't send it to the wheels effectively. This is where the transmission comes in, and the M8 has a very clever one. It uses an 8-speed steptronic automatic transmission. This isn't your average automatic gearbox. It has been specifically designed by BMW's M division to handle the immense power from the V8 engine and to shift gears incredibly quickly. You can let the car shift gears by itself, and it does a fantastic job, always seeming to be in the right gear for the situation, whether you're cruising on the highway or accelerating hard. One of the best features of this transmission is that it also gives the driver complete control. Behind the steering wheel, you'll find two large metal paddles. The one on the right is for shifting up to a higher gear, and the one on the left is for shifting down to a lower gear. Using these paddles is a lot of fun and makes you feel more connected to the car. The shifts are almost instant. When you pull a paddle, the gear changes with a satisfying thump, especially in the sportiest settings. This speed is crucial for performance, as it means no time is wasted between gears when you are trying to accelerate as quickly as possible. How the engine and transmission work together is the secret to the M8's incredible speed. The transmission is programmed to keep the engine in its power band, which is the range of engine speed where it produces the most horsepower and torque. When you floor the accelerator, the transmission will quickly downshift several gears at once to get the engine spinning fast, unleashing its full potential instantly. Then, as the car rockets forward, it shifts up through the gears with lightning speed, keeping the engine in that sweet spot for relentless acceleration. It's a beautifully choreographed dance between the engine's muscle and the transmission's brain. Furthermore, the driver can actually change how the transmission behaves. There's a small button on the gear selector that allows you to adjust the shift speed. You can choose from 3 levels. The first level provides smooth, comfortable shifts perfect for everyday driving. The second level makes the shifts a bit faster and more noticeable. The third and most aggressive setting delivers brutally fast, hard-hitting shifts that are best for driving on a racetrack or a fun, empty road. This level of customization allows you to tailor the car's personality to your exact mood, which is a very cool and very M-car feature. Stepping inside the BMW M8 is just as impressive as its performance. The interior is a beautiful combination of high-end luxury and high-tech features. The first thing you notice is the seats. They are fantastic. They are covered in soft, expensive-feeling leather and are both supportive and comfortable. They hold you in place securely when you're driving fast around corners, but they are also plush enough for a long road trip. They are heated, and in some models, even cooled, and they have a huge range of electronic adjustments so you can find the perfect driving position. They even have an illuminated M8 logo on the headrest, which is a neat little detail. The dashboard and controls are very driver-focused. Directly in front of you is a large digital screen that replaces traditional analog gauges. This screen is highly customizable. You can change what information it displays, such as a map, your music, or detailed performance data like engine temperature and turbo pressure. In the center of the dashboard is another large touchscreen, the iDrive system. This is where you control almost everything in the car, from the navigation system to the climate controls and the stereo. It's a very intuitive system that you can also control with a rotary dial on the center console, which is often easier to use while driving. Technology is everywhere in the M8's cabin. Besides the 2 large screens, you get a ton of other cool features. There's a head-up display, which projects important information like your speed and navigation directions onto the windshield in front of you, so you never have to take your eyes off the road. The car is also packed with driver assistance features, like adaptive cruise control that can automatically keep a safe distance from the car in front of you. The 2 red M1 and M2 buttons on the steering wheel are a standout feature. You can program these buttons with your favorite performance settings for the engine, suspension, and steering, giving you instant access to your preferred driving modes. Overall, the interior of the BMW M8 is a wonderful place to be. It successfully combines the sporty feeling you want from a high-performance car with the luxury and comfort you expect from a car that costs this much. The quality of the materials is top-notch, with real metal trim, soft leather, and precise stitching everywhere you look. It feels solid, expensive, and special. This blend of aggressive performance and serene luxury is what makes the M8 such a complete package. It's a car that can thrill you with its speed 1 minute and pamper you with its comfort the next, and that is a very special combination indeed.